Greetings, everybody. This is Priestess Keisha, and welcome to Invisible Tarot. Today's reading is for the week of March 13th, and I'm going to be doing a reading that is all about change, looking at changes that might be coming your way, things changing. You just know that it's something in the air, and you may not be quite sure what. You may not be able to put your finger on it. Might have some idea, perhaps. We can all be in different places and spaces with that sort of thing. So I thought that we would go ahead and do a quick read for the energy for Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air signs for this week. All right. So we are going to pull 5 cards. And let me give a couple more shuffles. I pray everyone is doing well. That this message finds you in good health and high spirits, positive expectations and vibrations. All right. Let's do, just shuffle a little bit more. Yeah, I pray everyone is doing well. All right. So, all right, let's do 5 more, and then we're just going to pull from the top, okay? Real nice and easy. All right. So, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, we're going to put this deck to the side, and we will look at what's on the bottom. Put it right here so y'all can see it. Is that in a shot? Yeah, it's pretty much in a shot. Okay. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So this first card, this is about how the change is like related to your either your physical body or your money, or resources. All right. This number 2 card, this is what challenges or opportunities or problems or change, or the problems that the change, whatever change this is that's in the air, can bring. Okay. Number 3, that number 3 card, this is about how whatever change this is, how it's going to affect what you got planned or anything that you're working on. It could also affect how you will be inspired. All right. That number 4 card, this is about what emotional reactions or experiences you can expect with this change. Emotions with this change, okay? That center card, that number 5 card, that is something that you need to know about the nature of this change. So let's take a look at this spread that we have here, and then we're also going to look under this deck and look at what's on the bottom, to see what may not be in our awareness. So let's take a look how the change is associated with your physical being or resources, and that is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. All right. The Queen of Cups. We have the Hangman. The Hangman. This is a challenge that this change can bring. So a lot of times when I see the Hangman, I look at it in terms of being a challenge. I mean, it could speak to like perspective. It could be like not seeing things clear. It could be like not what's the word I'm looking for? Like not I don't want to say welcoming the change, but like not properly assessing it, right? Like really not seeing it for what it is, like not recognizing the change. I feel like it could do with like the way you're looking at things, you know, your point of view. And your point of view could be like the position that you are currently in. The third card here, how the change can affect your plans. Well, this to me speaks more of like how you will be inspired, right? This 10 of Cups, it could be like something comes in that really is like you having a very full cup and being able to fill all of these cups, and filling all of those cups really puts you in a super good mood, you know, a super good mood. And then this is the emotional things that you could experience. So this is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, it could be like apprehension, but like being in the middle of like apprehension and then like bravery. Being kind of torn and sitting in the middle and like kind of looking like where you are and where you want to go. That could be a little unsettling, but I feel like there's hope here. Like, you know, you're hoping and you're holding on to like whatever strength that you have. Pardon the dog barking. I'm sorry, you guys. This center card here is something that you need to know about the nature of the change. So this is the Eight of Swords, right? The Eight of Swords. Just give me 1 second. So with the Eight of Swords, to me, this could be like the Eight of Swords is definitely something that is challenging this perspective. Something that is challenging being in the middle and having that hope. To me, with you have the cups, you have the sword and the wands. You know, you have yang and you have yin and yang, but then you have that Hierophant. I'm sorry, I said Hierophant, Lord. You have that Hangman here, and I almost want to turn it upside down because in this card, the Hangman, it's like it's different because this is a more of a bird's eye view, and then possibly even with this whole bird's eye view, it could be like perhaps there needs to be more of a big picture kind of view of this situation. But the way that this is really going to affect you, to me, it's going to put you in a position of being in your rightful place in terms of being that Queen of water, right? That Queen of Cups, being in your rightful place, being able to have a hold over yourself, because from that emotion, what's flowing is the finances, is the emotions. But I feel like that's like a soft kind of flow, very reflective, grounded, but in the mind space, it could be like back and forth with all right, I know what I need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I know to do. I'm looking at it from a big picture sort of view, but then kind of going back into this center, right? And I almost see this as like this Eight of Swords being what could affect, but it's not going to affect this Queen of Wands like the way it might affect that Queen of Cups, like it might affect that Three of Wands, right? Because it just doesn't pierce through to the Queen like that. You know what I mean? She's very she's receptive. She's strong, right? She knows who she is. She's very clear on how she feels. She can hold things that is heavy with that water. And so on the other side of this is that 10 of cups, that 10 of water. So to me, I think number one, water being such a reoccurring sort of theme in this reading is significant. And I feel that what really should be happening is that you really hone in on like your emotional state and really sit in a place of like where you are comfortable, that place of where you can tap into that calmness and where you really are very really very sure of yourself, regardless of being afraid, right? Regardless of looking at it from this bird's eye view and seeing like things here and there and not seeing how to pull them together, right? I feel that this is a situation where things are kind of scattered, and when you pull it together, you'll be able to really make sense of the next step that you are to take. I do feel that this has to do with currency, with your money. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. At this time, what's underneath things is that Hermit. So, to me, I feel that the Hermit just needs a little attention, right? It just needs a little attention. That Hermit in you just need a little attention, but it's really time for you to, become one with yourself, like really sit down and do some deep reflections in terms of your end goal with these finances, because this energy is showing up, and this to me is like golden. Like this is where things are headed, right? This is where things are headed with your resources. But there is some concern in the center of everything. There's worry, but you're right at the gate, like right at the threshold, like being the in between, looking at things from a different point of view, get a bird's eye view of things, because happiness is here, right? So you're going to be inspired by something, but make sure that this doesn't shift your focus. So that's a challenge I feel that could be coming up, that Eight of Swords. And I would like to pull another card just for that Eight of Swords with that. And also with the Hermit coming up, I'm like, you might need to give it a little bit of attention. Just go in Hermit mode just for that, just for the reflection, so that you can kind of get really very clear on what it is you want. Like, it could be that you come into some money this week and you're so excited, right? that you just start pouring it out. And you don't want to, you want to be mindful of staying in that queen of water sort of energy, and being very selective about the sharing of your resources, sharing of your water, even your emotions. Like, it also speaks to, it also speaks to being quiet also too. Being quiet and taking more of the observer kind of stance, but observer more from like a macro point of view. That's just what I'm feeling from that hangman there. Because I do not feel that this is something that is going to last in terms of this hangman sort of stagnant, kind of challenge. Being in this suspended space, I don't feel like that is going to stay very long. But the issue is that sometimes, even if we don't have an energy that stays around a long time, it could still just significantly shift things. And I feel that it is very significant, along with that Eight of Swords, because this speaks to a major shift. It's a major arcana, right? It's major arcana. And I do feel like there's going to be a crossroads in terms of what you do next. You're going to be at a crossroads in terms of what you do next. You're going to be like, wait a minute, do I go left or right? But it does speak to needing to stop for a moment, look at things, look at where you're going before you make a move, right? Before you move forward, and just take a real big view of things, pull things together for yourself, right? How you feel, what you think, what you want, what you don't want, how you envision this next cycle. We are embarking on a new season, and this is a really, really great time to step out, right? It's a really great time to step out. Okay. I know I've been shuffling these cards for a while, but I'm gonna do 4 more, and we're gonna let me actually do this. Let's get clarity on this Eight of Swords. And actually what I'm going to inquire is, since the Eight of Swords is the nature of this, and I understand now. So this is the nature of the change that's going to happen. This is past. I feel this is past. However, that energy is still there, right? Or otherwise it would not be showing up. Okay. The energy is still there. So we want to make sure that, we tackle this so that it doesn't rear its ugly head, before we kind of get out the gate, and it stagnates things and makes things, a little skewed for us. Okay. So let's just see. Let's see if, okay, I see something was trying to come out. Let's see if, let me just ask this. What else is it that the air signs need to know about this change? Is there anything else that the air signs need to know about this change? Is there anything else that the air signs need to know about this change? All right, Spirit. Let's go. Anything else? 4 more. And Maybe nothing from this deck. Let's see. Something's trying to come over. Whoa, too much. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Usually I hear it kind of talking a little bit. Whoa, a little bit. And 2 came out. Okay. Now, my deck was upside down. I don't read reversals, y'all. But this is what we got in terms of what you need to know. So this is coming in super fast. And then you got the 3 of Cups. So to me, you know, with this Knight of Swords and that 3 of Cups, to me, this right here, this is beautiful. With that 3, that's another 3, that's another 3, and then that Knight, that's another 3. And so to me, this is great. This is really good, because this speaks to there being, this is something to celebrate, and it's coming in really, really fast. I think what I would say that I feel with this is have some patience with yourself, like regardless, right? Regardless of what, how these finances change and the joy that you're going to, you know, have with it, like slow down for a moment, go into that hermit space just for a moment, because this being at the center is still kind of lingering with that 8 of Swords, right? That self-imposed sort of bondage, that not wanting to see things for what they are, you know, that it could feel isolating, you could feel alone, but you know, people always come around when you got a little money in your pocket. It's like they could smell it. So don't get too crazy with it. Like when this comes in, just take a moment. I would say, if you possibly could, don't just react. As soon as you get this money, don't just react. Sit. Take a pause before you step forward. Just be in that energy just for a moment, and just really get in touch with it. Accept it. You know what I mean? Accept that Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? Accept it. And just hold off for a moment before you start, you know, filling up all these cups all around you. Okay? That's what I have for you, air signs. That's what I have for the air signs. So I pray that this reading is helpful to you all. And just before I go, just because I just want to break out the you know, the oracle real quick. One card for somebody out there. Let's do 4 for foundation. One card for somebody out there. Somebody out there needs this message. Okay? Somebody out there needs this message. Air signs. One more. All right. Go left. Leave this behind. Choose what is left. Okay? So this is either go left, leave this behind, or choose what is left. All right? So take it how it resonates. If it doesn't, it's okay. All right? All right? Just right now with this, to me, this is speaking to a list of wants, needs, what have you. More so wants. And looking at this list, doing a short list, things that come up right away. You're so excited you got all this new money, right? Things that come up right away. Look at that list. Start to mark off of that list things that you're like, not so much. Things that you're like, yes. And just whatever you have left, top 3 things, or the last 3 things that you have left on that list, that's the focus. All right? And that's going to do it. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.